Afternoon all, tcDetects out again. We are on a brand new permission, and behind me on that hedgerow, apparently the root of an old Roman road. So we're going to try that first and see if there's anything Roman left to be found. Chances are slim because this has been detected before. But hey, I've got my trusty Rutus with me, and I've got the 23cm DD coil, so you never know what it'll winkle up. And on the left here, running up the side of this sort of very old hedgerow by the look of it, is where the route of the Roman road is supposed to have been, and goes up to the top and then through into a different farm. So we're going to give this side of it a go. It has been detected, as I said before, so there's a reasonable chance that most of the things have been hoovered up, but you never know. Be foolish not to at least start here. I'm going to go across the top because Farm said that bit across the top all the way that way hasn't been detected on before, so we'll give that a whirl too. And almost inevitably, as soon as I say I'm on a Roman road, I pick up a ring pull. Oh, there you go. Even the ring pull don't want to be found. And the first round thing in the ground there is mid 70s, but nice and stable on the Rutus. Not sure what we're going to get. It looks modern. Looks like a penny. Okay, in the clod we have a decent signal. Late 70s, early 80s, decent line. Let's see what that turns out to be. And the answer is a bit of scrappy something or other. And unusually, but also luckily, I've got this on the doorstep of my new permission, a hilltop arrangement of standing stones. How's that for cool? Afternoon all, tcDetects out again on a brand new permission, and as you can see behind me, it's a woodland, ancient woodland in fact. We have 30 acres with history stretching back to, well, a couple of thousand years by the look of it, and there are some remnants of enclosures that date back that far. What we will find, who knows. Little path behind me you can see is where there was an area of quarrying a few hundred years ago, not massive scale quarrying, probably just for locals, and potentially there was some evidence of blacksmithing as well on the site, probably for the horses moving the quarried stones. So we are going to get to it. First visit won't be long because I haven't got that long today and the weather isn't great, but let's see what, if anything, we can find today. First signal, just in the bottom of this clod, nice and stable. See what we get. And the first find in the woodland is a small ring thing. Not a ring, it's a ring thing, so some form of circular piece of, don't think it's iron, but there you go. First find. And a few feet away, ringing in the 50s on the Garrett, because I'm out with the Apex today, more of that in a minute. We have, can you just see it poking out there? I think that's it. Yeah, you can just see the round thing, so it's in button or coin. Let's see what it is. Oh, why dig? I don't think that's a coin. Not heavy enough. Some form of top of something maybe? Would help if the camera would focus a bit better. Let me clean that up, see what it is. Well, I said it's not a coin, and yet it seems to have some form of head-shaped thing on it. I'm not entirely sure what it is. I'll have to clean this up properly later and find out. Yeah, interesting. If it's a coin, it's the right size for a pre-decimal penny, but we shall clean it up later and find out. Here we have another good signal. Pretty stable. I'm using custom settings on the Apex, and I've notched one off the top, which was a tip from Terry Diggers, then Tyson Fury. Seems to be making it a lot more stable, so thanks for that, mate. So let's see what this one is. Mid-80s are nice and strong, and should have guessed, surface find. It's a 2p, one for Aaron. So mid-70s again on the Garrett, somewhere in the hole. Let's see what we get. And not old, and a bit bad, but we have a Elizabeth II ship's halfpenny, so pre-decimal, but not very old. There you go, that's the third coin-shaped thing we found so far. And next up is a very, very battered George V halfpenny relic of it. Could be farthing, but you can see from the edges it's somewhat toasted and deteriorated. So the path you can see descending away there, that was the path that led up to where there was some local quarrying going on, and just found yet another coin on it. So I think we're up to like 4 or 5 now on this little bit of path. They were all pretty battered. This one is, I believe, a small half penny. I'll try and clean it later to double check, but they are a little bit battered and a little bit prone to breaking the coins on here. But yeah, so we're going to carry on down that path and see what we find. And next up is a bullet of some description. Not an expert on these things, but seems to be a bullet. There you go. And next up is what looks like a small pistol shot, right size and shape of a pistol shot. So there you go, bullet followed by pistol shot. And next up is what looked like yet another battered, relatively modern, probably pre-decimal coin. Guessing maybe farthing. I'll try and clean later, but these are very, very degraded coins and they fall apart quite easily. So I'll see what it is later, but I think it's an old farthing. Not found one of these for a while. A very old looking horseshoe. I'm assuming this is probably used by the ponies when they were quarrying around here. So probably 100 years old. Nice. And within the woodland there's also remnants of occupation and buildings. And this is an old one. Landowner, who is amazing, thinks that this, you see the sort of square outline, was potentially sort of a blacksmith's for probably the horseshoe we just saw, and those sort of things for the horses and ponies used for the quarrying around here. And next up is a chunky bit of lead right in the middle of the supposed blacksmith site. Not sure what this is, but it looks like the end of a dart or maybe propelling pencil, something like that. We'll go with dart for now.